Hi friendies, thank you for clicking on this video. Today we're gonna talk about discontinued makeup brands, failed makeup brands, brands that went out of business. Basically, I feel like this topic is pretty relevant right now as one of pretty popular and loved influencers brand went out of business recently. I mean, they announced that. People get upset and I can understand, but we're gonna talk about that one later in the video. And I'm still gonna start strong, and the first brand on my list is actually KHROMA Beauty. KHROMA Beauty was the original Kardashian makeup brand that went out of business. It launched in 2012 and barely lasted a year. So why did exactly it go out of business? Firstly, KHROMA Beauty received copyright infringement lawsuits from several companies. One of them was LA-based KHROMA Beauty with a C, and the second one was KHROMA with a K without an H, which is a Florida company. But that was not the only reason this company was not successful. Basically, for KHROMA Beauty, Kardashians were more of like a face of the brand. Well, now, as owners of KKW and Kylie Cosmetics, they market themselves more as brand owners, the actual brand owners, and they lick their own fingers for swatches.
How creamy are these shadows? You guys like literally have no idea. This is like...
And please feel free to make your own licked wet fingers jokes, so I won't have to embarrass my noble name publicly. And you can see some of their lip products in Tara Baby's most recent lip products collection and Declutter, where she showed KHROMA Beauty lip pencils. And another brand I'm going to talk about is actually Versace. This line got discontinued in 2009. So I heard about this brand discontinued within the recent couple of years, but I wasn't really curious or interested about this because I thought of it as like this basic bougie brand like Givenchy or Estee Lauder, and normally those brands don't exactly pique my attention, so I just disregard their existence generally. But then I saw the packaging for the Versace makeup and my jaw just dropped. It's so bomb, so it's breathtaking basically, because they base the makeup packaging on their symbol Medusa, and it's wow. And personally, I feel like they could have made a big, great comeback if they relaunched their makeup line when AHS Crime Story, American Crime Story, The Murder of Gianni Versace came out on the screens, as this was a hugely popular show. But as Gianni Versace's family don't support the show, this is just a pure speculation on what could have been. But still, I'm very impressed by the style and the packaging, and I feel like a lot of people would have liked to support Versace brand after American Crime Story show. And you can support something by buying something small like lipstick or face powder easier than actually buying their bougie, luxurious, uber expensive clothing made for movie stars. So again, a smart business decision could that have been. But Versace still makes perfumes, and I guess if you want to support the brand but you don't really venture into bougie expensive clothing, you can support them by picking up some of their perfumes. So the third brand that went out of business that I'm going to talk about is Playboy makeup. Playboy merchandise was huge when the E+ channel show The Girls Next Door was coming out, and I also assume that the business people behind the brand were inspired by the alleged success of Playboy and MAC collaboration in 2003, and then they decided to give the bunny its own makeup line, which was available in Superdrug and also on Beautylish. The brand went out of business because the Playboy merchandise and the whole idea lost its popularity. And I also have to admit that the show is very sexist and it objectifies women. So Hugh Hefner was very controlling. The girls had a curfew on the show when they weren't allowed to leave the house after 9 p.m. If they wanted to leave the house even before that time, they had to ask for permission. They weren't allowed to bring any guests or family in the house. And also one of the requirements to be on the show was to have unprotected group sex twice a week. Hugh Hefner drugged and assaulted multiple girls in the industry. He used the same drug that his friend Bill Cosby used to drug and assault women, and a lot of people give Hugh Hefner a lot of credit for being so progressive and supporting gay rights, but that does not cancel the fact that that person was a sexual predator and the horrible things that he did. So good thing that that brand went out of business, and I don't think it would have been popular if it came out anytime recent. Another brand I want to talk about is Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics, or OCC. This brand was founded by a professional makeup artist, David Glassfield, in 2004, and this brand entered the market with their innovative lip tars, which were one of the first liquid lipsticks. They were liquid, not matte lipsticks in those squeezy tubes. They were very unique and new for their time, and the brand quickly gained popularity among indie lovers and makeup artists. And sometime after, when Sephora saw the popularity, they actually decided to stock in the brand and draw the contract with them. So this brand was actually huge earlier in 2000s when it came out. I watched several online MUA courses dated that time because some of them were released for free because of how old they were, and almost every tutorial by those MUAs featured OCC lip tars. But when the products reached Sephora, the problem started. Basically, the products were too fussy and messy for the regular consumers, as opposed to like avid indie lovers and makeup artists who were ready to go an extra mile. But a regular consumer who has limited time to get ready in the morning and who wants to go out at night, not worrying about the lipstick smearing all over the face, were concerned, disappointed with the brand. It was too messy for them, and as Sephora has a return policy in the US, as we all know, that actually started to harm the brand image. But the products were very unique and creative. They had unusual colors, and the whole concept was very new again. But OCC actually reacted to the criticism, and they came out with new packaging, which reminds us of regular modern liquid lipstick packaging, and it had a doe foot applicator, and allegedly it had a new easier formula to apply. However, Sephora ordered 190,000 worth of the product, but they terminated the vendor relationship with OCC in April 2015. So actually they cancelled the order, and they refused to pay even the half of the cost, because they were saying that the production was not fast enough for Sephora. Basically they were saying that they needed new products faster than OCC could physically provide them with. So as a reaction to that, OCC filed a lawsuit against Sephora for the breach of contract. But not only Sephora refuses to pay, they also demanded even more money, which was $832,700 as a compensation for all the unsold products in the stores. And they were threatening to liquidate the products that were in the stores at whatever cost, which of course harmed the brand dangerously. And Sephora won the lawsuit, and the OCC lost it accordingly. This is actually one of the most famous cases of how the big guys destroyed the small ones, and the general consensus is that Sephora did the OCC dirty. They destroyed this upcoming, ambitious, creative brand, and after the whole situation, social media pages of the OCC cosmetics were gone, and the brand disappeared from the online sphere, even though originally it was an online brand, and now none of the products are available for sale, unfortunately. The brand that I'm gonna talk about is Nail Polish. It's a nail polish brand by KLEIN Lights. People all love the formula of the nail polishes, the colors and the prices. The brand was very promising. There were rumors that the brand's gonna go to Ulta within the next year, but unfortunately KLEIN Lights announced that the brand was closing down. And KLEIN Lights was not the only owner of the brand. She had two male co-owners. Also, some people speculate that the brand is closing down due to copyright infringement from KLEIN using Game of Thrones motifs and themes in her winter collection. And another thing is that she was missing out on a huge revenue from international customers, as she has a lot of international fans. But according to the law, it's forbidden to transport nail polishes by air. So no international customer was actually able to order from her according to the law. So it's not allowed to order nail polishes from abroad. I have actually ordered nail polishes from Shop Misei, among the rest of things internationally, but I didn't know about the law back then, and everything came, so nothing was held at the border. But of course I'm not going to do anything like that again, because I'm a law-abiding citizen. But all of those reasons are mere speculation. But KLEIN herself said that the closing of the brand is connected to some issues between her and other co-founders, and she said that she would explain in more details in some further video of what happened to Nail Polish. But this is of course sad news, because the brand had such high hopes and was so promising, but sometimes things like that happen. This discontinued makeup brand that I'm gonna talk about is ESTEE Added. Almost wanted to say the infamous ESTEE Added, but I'm not sure if that's true. Basically, that's the brand that launched in 2016, and basically targeted millennials. The face of the brand was Kendall Jenner, but it's not like the potential customers were actually wowed, because Kendall collaborated with the brand prior to that. She was one of the spokespeople to the Estee Lauder brand, as the Estee is the daughter company for Estee Lauder. And the brand came out with 82 products at the same time as soon as it launched. And actually, when it launched, the brand was projected to reach $60 million in the first year, and that didn't happen. This is exactly why the brand went out of business. But looking into the reasons of why this happened, I can say that, and a lot of experts note that this brand had a lack of personal touch. Unlike a very popular Kylie Cosmetics line, the Estee basically had no connection to Kendall Jenner except for her in the pictures. If they could have released products gradually, or have at least one individually branded product for Kendall Jenner, like Kendall X Estee or Kendall Jenner collection, then of course the most likely is that the brand would have more success and more sales. But instead of that, it was just a basic big collection of 82 items, not tied to Kendall Jenner other than her face on advertisement. Also, another thing that makes it look like maybe Kendall Jenner wasn't the best choice is that in several interviews, Kendall says she doesn't really wear much makeup. But nevertheless, if the Estee could have taken advantage of working with Kendall and having some name branded items, they would still have success. And unfortunately, the brand didn't have success, didn't have any expected success, and they didn't reach the projected goal, as I have said. The final brand that I'm going to talk about is called PAULA DORF. I actually never heard about this brand before, but it's a makeup brand that announced bankruptcy in 2008. It's a makeup brand. One of the most popular items at the time was a liquid transforming gel that if you put it on top of an eyeshadow or lipstick, it would make it super long lasting and last all day. But the brand announced bankruptcy shortly after world crisis, so I assume that's what really affected the brand, as well as experts say that the brand lacked further innovation other than her already established liquid transforming gels, and she had too much inventory, and it was hard to keep up with all the products being sold. It's hard to make all the products sell. I mean, the brand was apparently sold in Sephora and in some other multi-brand retailers, also on Beautylish and Strawberry Net. Strawberry Net stocks like old makeup that's already expired, so I don't think we should regard Strawberry Net as a retailer of the time this brand was actually sold. From my research, I can see that they still have their website up, but when I go to the website and scroll all the way down, it actually says copyright 2017, even though the year is 2019, and to me that just proves that the brand actually went out of business. I also have some honorable mentions for discontinued brands. One of them is called BLACKBIRD Cosmetics. A lot of people really love the brand and they miss it, and they're really sorry that the brand closed down. Their best sellers were matte eyeshadows. A lot of people say that the quality was amazing, and also the same thing with matte blushes. People still rave about them, and even after the brand closed down, they bought some from makeup exchanges, and again, a lot of people really want that brand back. And another one Another honorable mention I want to bring up is Calvin Klein makeup, another bougie luxury brand that actually had a makeup line, and I found some pictures of the products that they had, but when I look them up, nothing really comes up. Instead of like old websites or like eBay offers, so I don't really know why exactly did this brand get discontinued. No insight, no anything, but just mentioning that Calvin Klein is another one that went out of business. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. Please let me know if you have tried any of these products or if you have any valuable insights on any of the brands. Maybe you know more than I have said, maybe you know some tea or whatnot, or of course or feel free to share your opinions about the dramas and why the brands went out of business, and if you missed any of the brands that I named. So hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.